Kyle Montgomery here, alongside Riley Skinner, bringing you another ACC Spring Football Report. This time we're talking about the North Carolina Tar Heels, and between the NCAA sanctions, the hiring of new head coach Larry Fedora, plenty of big storylines with this team this offseason.
Busy offseason. Yeah. Well, I got a chance to spend time with Larry Fedora this weekend, and he is so excited about where this team is and where he thinks it's going to go. He said right now the biggest thing that he's doing is trying to get to know his players on the field and off the field. He wants to have a personal relationship with all his guys. He's a contagious coach, I feel like. I think he's going to rally those players, and it's going to be pretty exciting for the Tar Heels.
Yeah. Let's tell you what else you need to know about these Tar Heels. 13 returning from a squad that got to the Independence Bowl last season. 8 on offense, 5 on defense. Bryn Renner, Giovanni Bernard, Eric Highsmith back. And so the offense is going to be explosive, you would believe. Defense, though, still up in the air after losing Quentin Coples to the NFL, of course, and Zach Brown. Here's Coach Larry Fedora talking about his team.
I'm concerned with the offensive line, the depth in the offensive line. I'm concerned with depth at the receiver position. I'm concerned with depth at the running back position. I'm concerned with depth at the D-line position, the linebacker position, and the secondary position. So I'm really concerned with depth on our football team right now and not having enough competition at each and every position. So, you know, it's something that is expected and something that we'll have to continue to work on, you know, in the future.
All right, so you heard Coach Fedora talking about the lack of depth is maybe a concern for this team. What would be the biggest strength then when you think about that?
Well, you talked about earlier with their offense. You got Bryn Renner coming back, who's established himself as the leader of this team. Giovanni Bernard, one of the most exciting freshman running backs in the country last year. Coach Fedora is very high on him. And also, 4 of the 5 offensive linemen are returning. So there's going to be some firepower in that offense.
So do you share the same concerns as Coach Fedora when it comes to this team? Like I said, he thinks it's the depth.
Well, the depth is going to be tough, especially in the secondary. They lost 3 starters. You know, but at personnel-wise, I think the biggest question mark, though, is going to be the style of offense Larry Fedora is bringing in. The guys on offense have got to get acclimated to this 80, 90-play game, fast-paced, quick-snap offense. And that's not easy to get acclimated to overnight. Sure. So they're going to have to use the spring and this summer to really get comfortable with that.
Especially at the quarterback position. You know that more than anybody else. I was going to look at the upcoming schedule for this team. I wouldn't call it favorable, but certainly manageable. When you look at the fact that they get Virginia Tech, NC State, and Georgia Tech all at home this year, that September 8th game at Wake will be a good one early on. I bet you agree with that. How will they fare this year? Give us a prediction.
I'm confident. I think they're going to get 7, possibly 8 wins under first-year head coach. But unfortunately, they're not going to be bowling because of NCAA sanctions.
Sure.
That being said, I think they're going to do a lot better than people think. Like you said, they've got a favorable schedule. I give them 7, maybe 8 wins.
All right, that's going to do it for our North Carolina Spring Football Report. For Riley Skinner, I'm Kyle Montgomery. We'll see you next time right back here on the ACC TV.